Hey guys, and welcome back to another Unreal Engine Marketplace video. In today's video, what we'll be going over is I'm going to be covering the January sale, which will be lasting until the end of this week, which is Sunday, the 16th of January. So you've got until then to save up to 50% off of any assets you want on the Unreal Marketplace, and I say up to 50%, they are all 50% off. So I'm going to be going over 10 assets which I picked out and I really like, so I'm going to be showing those ones, and there's absolutely hundreds on here for you to pick from. I'll be leaving a link in the description down below to the actual sale page, as well as all the individual pages of the assets which I'm going to be covering today. So without further ado, let's get right into it, starting with Asset 1, which is the Basalt Columns and Rocks, 21 Types and Scene. So this is a realistic basalt rock columns and pillar kit for environment dressing. Dynamic water and customizable rock materials are included as in the example scene from the screenshots and previews videos. So it is a set of photorealistic basalt columns and rocks for environmental dressing of any type, ready for VFX and games. It features 21 variations of basalt rock including more complex structures, a basalt material fully customizable via instances and parameters, lichen, sand or custom layer covering on the basalt material is customizable and reacts to normals and world-based. The water material is included and the example scene is also included as well. So obviously there's 21 unique meshes, all with automatically generated collision. The vertex count is 170,000. They do include LODs, and there's 3 master materials and 3 instances, as well as 13 textures. The text resolutions are all 4K, and this is for Windows and Mac. So again, I think these ones look absolutely great. Kind of remind me a little bit of the Giant's Causeway, if you know that, but obviously these are just any basalt rocks which you want to have. And next we've got the Instant Photo Camera. Now this is an easy to use instant photo camera component with photobook user interface. So it features an instant photo camera blueprint component to be added to your player pawn, a textured camera mesh, example animations, sound integration, taken pictures are saved in a folder and can be found in the integrated photo gallery UI, an additional blueprint actor for pictures that you can place in your game world, and full gamepad support too. There are 4 actor blueprints as well as 5 widget blueprints, and the input is mouse and keyboard as well as gamepad. This isn't network replicated however, and is supported on Windows and Mac. Once again, I think this looks really good. This kind of reminds me a little bit of Life is Strange, so I think this might work well in any story-driven game, or really anywhere you like. This could just be a nice little feature you have on the side as well, for a graphically pleasing game so the player can just take pictures wherever they like. Obviously, use this how you want, but I think this looks really good. Now we've got the Luo's Modular Rocks and Caves. Now this is massive, modular and easily customizable rock and cave assets for natural environments. This is a huge asset pack with a variety of props for fast and versatile creations of caves, gorges and other rocky and natural environments. It contains 516 meshes, which include modular cave pieces, rocks, arches, columns, floors, walls, etc. Of those 516, 79 are modular cave meshes in 5 categories, and 437 are rock and prop meshes in 11 categories. These are also all very customizable, with a well-documented master material with material instances showcasing various uses. There's 2 master materials. It's all Quixel Megascans ready, now comes with an RMA packed setup as well. Heavily customizable, they can use any tiled texture, so you can change the textures around if you wanted as well. You can automatically scale the UVs to the world scale of the mesh, as well as automatically offset the UVs for each mesh too. You also have the optional moss and ice layer, so you can really customize them as well for different environments, and as I mentioned, they're also well documented, so it's very easy to learn and adapt. All texture resolutions are also 4K. Next up, we've got the Ultimate River Tool. Now this one I actually bought a while back for a Black Friday sale a couple years ago, and would definitely recommend it. It can be quite expensive, so it's always good to get it when it's on sale like this. The Ultimate River Tool allows you to boost your outdoor production using powerful river tool and high quality photorealistic forest settings. All assets you need to make a wonderful nature levels are included in this. The Ultimate River Tool is a powerful and easy to use component for Unreal Engine 4 that allows you to make rivers with automatic flow map UV warping, cascades and interactions with physical objects, i.e. buoyancy, and all you need is to make a spline at your map and configure it with scales. Now obviously in 4.26 they did add their own river feature and their own water plugin essentially, however this one goes into a lot more detail of specific rivers and buoyancy and different stuff like that. So the texture sizes are 512 by 512, 2K and 4K, there is automatically generated collision, as well as LODs. There's LODs of 1 to 4, 42 meshes, 20 materials and 51 instances, and there's 136 textures. Again, I think this one looks really great, and it's just a finishing touch to any forest or environmental scene. So it doesn't even have to be a forest. Anywhere where you want to have a river, this will work really well. Now we've got the procedural landscape ecosystem. In only 10 minutes you can create your own AAA game ecosystems. So this includes pine trees, birch trees, grass, flowers, ferns, ground covers, bushes, rocks, branches, logs, roads, railways, electric poles, barriers and traffic signs. There's also a fully dynamic lighting setup, auto-painted landscape material setup, and an automatic slope variation. So this really is very procedural and very dynamic, so you can really set this up very easily to get it looking perfectly how you want for your game, with obviously the different seasons as well of winter, autumn, spring and summer. This again, in my opinion, looks absolutely beautiful. Now we've got something less visual, but more functional, and that is the skills tree system. The skills tree system offers an easy way to integrate a skills tree in your game without having to do the coding yourself. So this includes a base skill class that can be modified through blueprints, skill stats for every skill, level stats table for every skill level, 4 different skill categories, various properties like skill categories, dedicated functions intended for BP overriding, a skill unlock component, a skills tree component, save and load functionality that stores the state of your progress, and a custom warning system that notifies you when something went wrong while promoting you with a possible fix. This is again, however, not network replicated. So once again, this is just a basic skills tree system, but you don't have to do any of it yourself, and it's fairly cheap as well, so you can really get in or use this to learn how to do it yourself and then maybe advance upon it to create your own unique system too. Next up, we have the Dinosaur Pack. Now the Dinosaur Pack includes 9 dinosaurs as well as some basic animations for them. So this provides native textures and zombie textures, mobile and PC versioning modeling, as well as the use of 2K textures which are diffuse, roughness, metallic and ambient occlusion. They are rigged and they are animated. There are 9 characters, each of which have their own animations, including attacking, taking damage, idle, jump, walk, run and death, as well as fly for some of the other dinosaurs as well. The animation types are in place and they're supported on PC, mobile and Windows. Now it's the Realistic Forest Pack. Now this pack includes high quality maps, grass, flowers, rocks and more. So there's 2 4x4 km playable terrains, easily editable materials and material instances, 20 high quality ground textures, a high quality height map, dynamic lighting and bonus lighting setups, easy to create terrain, height map slope variation and pivot paint 2.0. There's also trees, ground plants, rocks, as well as roads. The texture sizes range from 1K all the way up to 8K, and there's 146 meshes with 23 materials, 216 material instances, and 480 textures. There's also LEDs ranging from 1 to 3 per asset. There is also collision with these assets too. Again, this one looks great. You could definitely use this for an open world game if you wanted, or even maybe you just wanted to create a driving scene through a forest for the rest of your game. Again, this might work well for a story-driven game, or anywhere where you want to use this. I could definitely imagine this looking really good. Or even if you were to add some fog in here, this might even work well for a horror game. If you add the fog, make it darker, really the sky is the limit. Now we have the 3D scanned photorealistic Mauritius asset pack. So this is a pack of 3D scanned photogrammetric assets plus handmade models of the flora indigenous to Mauritius. It features a 3D scanned and hand modelled assets, i.e. trees, ground plants, boulders and grass, height map generated landscapes, an ocean water shader, vertex painted wind shader, lots of recognisable Mauritius based tree and other plant life, on-site 3D scans from the coast of Mauritius as well. The texture sizes are 4K, 2K and 1K, as well as some other textures being 256, 1K and 8K. The collision is automatically generated for boulders and other solid objects, and there's no collision for foliage. There is also between 3 and 4 LODs too. So there's 61 meshes, 78 materials and 8 material instances, 194 textures, and it is supported on all Windows and Mac based platforms. Again, this one's quite specific, as again, this is specifically for Mauritius, but it all looks absolutely amazing, and obviously if you're making a game based in Mauritius, this is absolutely perfect for you. You have all of the photorealistic and 3D scanned assets from Mauritius itself. So again, this one is absolutely amazing. And finally, last but not least, we have the modular medieval town with interior. So this allows you to design your own high quality medieval town in minutes with a fully modular workflow and an extensive library of assets. So it's highly optimized and fully realistic and vivid. There is 3 house and 1 tavern prefab blueprints, so they're already built for you. All interior and exterior brick walls have easy to use materials with vertex painting. There are layered and angle-based automatic landscape materials to create various environments, automatic foliage placement based on the landscape material layer paint, 14 blueprints to help you make your game easily. The lamp blueprints have many controls to emulate a real candle light with also appropriate meshes as well, and so there's 151 meshes, all with automatically generated collision and 4 LODs. There's 6 materials, 167 material instances, 14 blueprints, 1 particle, 1 sound cue, and 463 textures, with the texture sizes being varied all the way from 1K up to 4K. Once again, I mention this in pretty much every Unreal Asset video, but I love modular stuff because everybody can have the same stuff but make it look so different, as again it's modular, you have all the pieces but you can make up your own thing so everybody can have a completely looking different medieval town. So I think that'll be it for this video on the Unreal Engine Marketplace January sale of 2022. Again, it ends on Sunday the 16th of January and you can save 50% off on hundreds of different assets on the store. I think my favourite one this time around is probably the procedural landscape ecosystem, and let me know in the comments down below which one your favourite one was this time around, and any other assets on the marketplace which you think are great as well. So I hope you found this video helpful of me just going over the different assets of this January sale. Hope you enjoyed it and hope you found it helpful, and if you did, make sure to like and subscribe down below. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.